One girl decided to test society, but the results shocked her. One night, she lay awake thinking, "What if I dressed differently?" she wondered. "Maybe if my clothes were less revealing, men wouldn't notice me as much. Maybe I wouldn't feel so uncomfortable." The next day, she decided to try. She wore a long black dress that covered her entire body, full sleeves, covered neck, down to her feet. Not even a small part of her skin was visible. She tied her hair neatly, wore glasses, and stepped outside, hoping no one would notice her. But sadly, nothing changed. The same stares, the same uncomfortable attention. That night, she wondered again, maybe the problem is my age. What if I were younger, an innocent child who doesn't even understand the world yet? The next morning, she tried again. She dressed like a little girl. She behaved like one too. Innocent, quiet, harmless. People believed she was just a child. But even then, the uncomfortable feeling remained. The same attention, the same uneasiness. That night, another thought crossed her mind. Maybe if I were older, people would ignore me. So the next day, she transformed again. This time, she looked like a woman over 50. Gray hair, older makeup, slow movements. She felt confident. Surely no one bothers an old woman, she thought. But by the end of the day, she realized something painful. Nothing had changed. Whether she looked like a child, a young woman, or an old woman, she still felt the same discomfort. That night, she stood in front of the mirror and asked herself, "What is wrong with me? Is there something I must change so that men stop noticing me? Am I the one attracting this attention?" But deep inside, she knew there was no answer. She lay down on her bed and began imagining something strange. What if there were no dress codes at all? What if everyone, men and women, walked freely without hiding anything? Would men finally stop looking? Would the curiosity disappear if there was nothing left to hide? Slowly, she came to a realization. There was nothing wrong with women wearing short clothes. There was nothing wrong with women wearing long clothes. And there was nothing wrong with their age, whether a woman is young or old. The problem lies somewhere else. But where? Is it in a man's character, his behavior, his attitude, his way of thinking, his perspective about women? Or is it simply the way society has taught him to see women? She couldn't figure it out, and as she stared at her reflection, she wondered, is there anyone who truly has the answer? The problem was never how she looked. The problem is how society looks at women. If clothes, age, and identity don't change anything, then what is the real problem?